All right, so this particular person, he had a question over a trade he took, and first off, I think buying right here was okay. Uh, I'm assuming this is today's Emini price action. I can't really find what day it is, but I'm just going off this chart that this particular person drew up. I think it's okay to buy right here. Personally, I think it makes sense to get out part, or if not all here, just for a scalp, or you can hold for the second leg up. There's probably going to be a second leg. You got to think traders will sell this high, they get trapped right here, and then they have to deal with getting out. Uh, and you can see that traders who sold here, and well, actually, they got out over here. I was looking at something else. My apologies. So, anyways, this particular person was asking about selling here. And what do you do? How do you go about that? And I get the reasoning. You can bet you can say, okay, we've had a trend line break, and a test a new high, so I'll short here. Maybe we'll get a double top and a measure move down. So a double top here and here. Here's the bottom, and then we get a measure move down to here. But the reality is, yes, there's selling pressure in here and in here, but look how tight the channel is. I mean, look how hard it is to make a 1 point scalp shorting. You practically had to do it on limit orders, because if you're doing it on stops, you're probably losing. So, if you're in Al's trading room and you hear him say it all the time, do you really want to be the first person to short below a bull bar short below a bear bar when traders doing that have not been making money through here? So, very tight channel, probably at least a second leg up after the trend line break. This was the trend line break. We got that second leg up, arguably. So, personally, I would not short here. I think in a minimum, I think this is high probability to buy this low. And the reasoning is, just ask yourself. So many traders wanted in the market that if you tried to buy this low, you didn't get filled, did not get filled through either of these until here. You have to ask. You've got to ask yourself what's going on right here. And why did this happen? Well, in part, traders see this whole thing as a trading range, so they'll sell this high over here. That's why we went one tick above this high. So again, this bar went one tick above this high, sold off. At least made a 1 point scalp. So traders sell this high, scalp out for 1 point. Bulls know that, so they're going to buy maybe 4 ticks below here, buy on a pullback. So, all in all, and speaking of the management, I don't know. That's kind of tricky. Trading range day, expect disappointment. So if you sell here, use the right stop up here, scale in, you'll probably make money. That's true. So yeah, I think that's okay. Now you got to ask what happened right here. In part, I can't look at TradeStation. I'm not sure where this was on the E-mini, but I know the general area of where it was in. I just don't know that exact bars or time. I'm just a little confused. Anyways, that's irrelevant. Traders will sell here, sell more below bear bar, and notice what this bar is. This bar is break-even bears who sell here, sell more disappointed, they sell more or here and get out break-even. Other bears sell some more up here, sell more up here, exit at their original entry. And I cannot tell, but it would not shock me if this low is the exact low of this bar. That happens very often. And other times, more, and even more, also what happens a lot is price will go one tick below this, so if you sold on a stop below here, it would touch your entry, not go below it. So, if I was taking that trade, I'd probably try and get out, especially after seeing that. I'd want to get out a few ticks above. So, I would expect it to maybe come within a tick of my entry, or at least touch my entry. So I'd set it at least a couple ticks up and get out, because you got to ask right here that you got to understand, bulls are going to buy here. Bears are going to buy back short somewhere in here. So I hope that helps. Let me see if I want to make sure I'm fully answering this question. And by the way, his question was that he sold here. He knew the right thing to do is to get out here. I think that's correct. If you're shorting in a bear trend, excuse me, if you're shorting in a bull trend, you want it to go your way. You want it to do everything quickly. You don't want disappointment. You don't want something fast. It's similar to if you sold below this low, you don't want to see this, and you don't want to see that right here. That's why this bar is a give up bar. Bears will sell in here, sell this close, sell somewhere in here, disappointed by the sell off, and they get out. That's what causes these bars. Notice that the low of this close and the open of this bar are the exact same. So many traders try to buy at the market, that price went up. And his other question was, he sold here, scaled in more, and he was, I believe he got out somewhere in here. He may have gotten out down here, but that's what I was talking about. Traders will sell here, sell more higher, and get out of the first trade, first entry. So hope this helps.